All right, today we're tackling something that's, super important for any of us with pets: car safety. We all love taking our furry family members with us, but there are some hidden dangers a lot of us just don't think about. So let's get right into it. You know the scene, right? A happy dog, ears flapping in the wind, looking like they're having the absolute best day of their life. It's an image we all love. But the scary thing is, that perfect moment can become a nightmare in a split second. Okay, so we all get that a pet pawing at you is a distraction, that's obvious. But what about the stuff we don't see? What are those hidden risks that put our pets, and honestly, ourselves, in real danger? Let's break that down. So first up, let's dive into a danger that you might not even realize is there, one that exists even when your pet is being the perfect, quiet passenger. And that brings us to this idea of unconscious cognitive load. Sounds complicated, but it's simple. Even if your pet is just sitting there, a part of your brain is always subconsciously keeping tabs on them. Every little rustle, every glance in the rearview mirror, it's like having an app running in the background of your brain, slowly draining your mental battery. Each little check is like a mini distraction, pulling your focus away from the road when you need it most. All right, now for the stuff that looks so cute on Instagram, but is actually, well, pretty risky. Let's deconstruct some of these common habits that seem totally harmless. Okay, let's start with the big one, the classic movie scene. The dog with its head out the window. It looks like pure bliss, doesn't it? But the reality is pretty harsh. Think about it. Flying debris, like rocks kicked up by other cars, or even insects, can cause serious injury at high speed. That constant wind can lead to painful eye and ear damage over time. And the worst-case scenario? A sudden swerve, and they could fall or even jump out. It's just not worth the risk. And then there's this one, the little dog on the driver's lap. I get it, it seems so sweet, but this is one of the most dangerous things you can do. Forget just blocking your view or getting in the way of the steering wheel. The real killer here is the airbag. It is not a soft pillow. It explodes out with devastating force, a force designed for a 165-pound adult. For a small animal, that impact can be, and often is, fatal. Not to mention, it's flat out illegal in some places and falls under distracted driving laws almost everywhere else. So where should they be? The back seat. Period. It is the only truly safe spot. Why? Well, it keeps them clear of those front airbags. It has the right anchor points for harnesses and carriers. It massively cuts down on your distraction, and it dramatically lowers the risk of them being thrown from the car in a crash. It's a non-negotiable for pet safety. Okay, so we've talked about the risks, which can be a little scary, but the good news is the solutions are actually pretty straightforward. Let's build your pet safety checklist right now. So, rule number 1 is restraint. You've got a few great options depending on your pet. For a lot of dogs, a crash-tested pet seatbelt and harness is the way to go. For smaller pups, and really for all cats, a sturdy, well-ventilated carrier or crate is an absolute must. And if you've got a big dog, a pet barrier for the cargo area of your SUV can be a great way to give them space while keeping them safely contained. Now here's a super important detail that a lot of people miss. It's not just about putting your cat or small dog in a carrier. You have to secure the carrier itself, usually by running a seatbelt through the handle. If you don't, in a sudden stop, that carrier becomes a projectile. It can go flying, injuring not just your pet inside, but anyone else in the car. And listen, this is a really critical safety warning. Please never ever let your pet travel wearing a choke chain. In a sudden stop or a swerve, that chain can easily get caught on something in the car, and that can lead to choking or serious neck injuries. It's such a simple thing to swap out before a trip, and it can literally save their life. You know, car safety isn't just about the drive itself. Real preparation, the kind that makes a huge difference, starts way before you even grab the car keys. Think about it. A calm pet is a safe pet. So if your dog or cat gets stressed in the car, start small. Weeks before a big trip, take them on short, fun rides to the park. For any long journey, a quick vet checkup is always a good idea. On the day you leave, give them a light meal a few hours before. That helps prevent car sickness. And right before you head out, a good long walk or a play session can make a world of difference. A tired pet is a calm traveler. Okay, let's talk about the what-if scenario. What happens in an emergency? Having a little toolkit ready can give you so much peace of mind. Make sure their collar has up-to-date ID tags, have clear, current photos of them on your phone, just in case you get separated. Pack a first aid kit made specifically for pets. And if you're on a long road trip, do a quick search beforehand and save the numbers for emergency vets along your route. All right, for our last section, we're going to tackle one of the most serious dangers of all, leaving a pet alone in a parked car. And we'll also look at how some cool new tech is helping out. I really need to stress this point because it's a matter of life and death. The inside of a parked car becomes an oven in just minutes. Even on a 70-degree day, the temperature inside can hit 100 degrees in no time. Cracking a window does almost nothing. It is never, ever safe to leave a pet in the parked car. So what do you do if you see a pet in a hot car and it looks distressed, panting heavily, lethargic? You know the signs. Here's the plan. First, try to find the owner. If you can't, immediately call animal control or the local police non-emergency line. Give them the car's make, model, and license plate. Now, if the animal is in immediate, dire danger, some places have Good Samaritan laws that may protect you if you have to break a window, but you need to know your local laws. If you do get the pet out, get them into the shade and offer them cool, not ice-cold, water right away. Now, on a more positive note, technology is stepping in with some really smart solutions. You may have heard of dog mode in a lot of electric cars. It's a game changer. It keeps the climate control running to maintain whatever temperature you set. But here's the genius part. It displays a big message on the car's center screen that says something like, "My owner will be back soon. The AC is on and it's 70 degrees in here." This reassures anyone walking by that the pet is safe and prevents a well-intentioned person from breaking your window. So when you boil it all down, what's the big takeaway? So much of this stuff, it's just about small tweaks to our routine, right? Using a harness every time, securing the carrier, taking that extra 5 minutes to exercise your dog before you leave. The crucial point to think about is this. How can that one small adjustment you make create this huge ripple effect of safety? Not just for your beloved pet, not just for you, but for every single other person sharing the road with you. Thanks for joining us.
Please like, subscribe, and get notified.